Thank you so much for coming back to my channel and for watching my tutorials. It means so much to me, guys. I really can't say thank you enough. Today we're going to go ahead and do mozzarella sticks, and I actually did them just to have something extra to go with the Italian tutorials that I made so long ago. So there's spaghetti, cannoli, lasagna, and fettuccine alfredo as part of my Italian collection, and now we can add mozzarella sticks to that list. So for the actual mozzarella stick, we're using plain translucent, and for the cheese, I use translucent with a little bit of white and a little bit of ecru to warm up the white so it's not a bright white. We're going to be using some craft sand, some translucent liquid Sculpey, and then if you want marinara sauce, you're going to want some red powdered food coloring. To make the mozzarella stick, I take a ball and I roll it out into a nice long cheese stick. I take some TLS and I roll it around the little cheese stick. And you don't want globs on there. You just want it nice and sticky and tacky. And then I roll it around the sand. And I get a nice thick layer, because you want the golden color of the sand to show through. If you don't have a thick layer, then it won't be as golden. But you could always add more after it bakes. Add more TLS and roll it around in sand again if it's not golden enough. I'm going to chop one, and then I'm going to stick the end of a paintbrush in, and then I'm going to rough up the edges to make it look bready. So now that the edge is roughed up, I'm going to pour a little TLS. So there's 2 small piles of the TLS. I'm going to put some of the white cheese color inside one of the piles. And then I use a paintbrush to mash the clay in, and you just continue until it's a completely smooth consistency. If you want sauce, you take just a tiny touch of red food coloring and you mix it into the TLS. You can always put a little bit of ground black pepper in it to help look like your marinara sauce has some spices in it. And then if you're wanting it to look thicker, like there's tomato chunks in it, I would even put tiny bits of completely clear glitter that doesn't have too much shine. And that's just to add a little bit of texture. I made some cheese earlier. And see how it's staying on the side of the needle? You want it to be thick. So I'm putting the cheese inside my mozzarella stick. And the thicker the cheese, the better. I'd say this cheese is still almost a little bit too thin. I can pull it, but to be completely realistic, I would even add more of the solid clay. So from here, it bakes.